Good morning, everybody, and happy 4th of July. Today is going to be one of those epic days that we get to celebrate the birth of our country and grill a little bit, hang out with family and friends. But for me, one of the greatest things is taking care of my lawn. So I want to give you guys a quick update on some things that I did right before I went on my notorious vacation that was a total bust. Long story. You would have known about it if you were on the live video the other day, but we ended up coming home early because it was a total bust. But right before I left, I did a couple things to try and help the lawn a little bit. I want to show you what those look like in the back. All right, so I don't know if you can see in the back here, but if you notice, when you walk down the path a little bit, you can see that that is all filled in. And what I did was, now if you stand over it, it doesn't look as good. It's a little bit thin, but I didn't film it because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out or if it was even worth doing. But instead of putting in a bunch of compost and sand, which is what was there, I decided to do just straight topsoil and then seed it. And then I put some peat moss over it to see if that would help it at all. And sure enough, it held together really nicely. You can see both of those big trenches that were there, that one, and then this one here, have filled in really well. And then I basically overseeded the whole backyard again. Same thing for that trench there. And then the big one was right here, which is that pop-up. Now, I didn't seed over here by the fence because of the fact that, if you remember, I had an issue with the electrical that I knew that they were gonna redo. You can also see I've got a lot of weeds, but I do have some grass now growing in here. It's really, really swampy right there, and that's because of my discharge of my air conditioner. So I'm gonna have to dig and do a better job of figuring out what's going on there so that I don't have as much water, but you can see how it's glistening. It's just straight swamp here. So I'm probably gonna dig a hole and then do some sort of a French drain, because I am gonna do some rocks back here. Sorry about that, the air conditioner just kicked in. But I will do some sort of a French drain along here so that the water's got somewhere to go and seep in before it starts trickling out. But you can see it looks a lot better. I do have a major weed problem, mostly because I've been growing new grass and I didn't want to disturb it. But I do have a product that I bought this last week that I am going to use in another video. But for now, I wanted to go ahead and mow this so that it looks a little bit better, especially for the 4th. I'm not going to use my giant mower, my big normal gas-powered mower. I decided to buy something to make things a little bit softer on the grass. Let me show you what that is. So I decided to get a manual reel mower. And the reason why I did that is because it weighs a lot less than my gas-powered mowers. And one of the things that I didn't like was that when I was mowing my lawn with my gas powered mower, especially the new grass, it tore it up pretty quickly because the roots aren't super established. So I'm gonna give this sucker a try. Spend about $100 at Home Depot, putting it together, and then mow it later. See how that works out. All right, folks, so here we are. Let's put this sucker together. Hopefully this is quick and I can get mowing, and then we can have some beers and some hot dogs and hamburgers and enjoy our 4th of July. Same principle as your regular reel mower. So you've got the bed knife right here, you got the blades for your reel, and when you run, it basically just cuts it off. Should set my height and cut 1.5. So let's give this bad boy a try. There's something oddly satisfying about mowing with that manual reel mower. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just the old school aspects of it, but like even back here where it gets a little bit on the muddy side, did a really good job because it's so light. So yeah, when you look at it from here, and I'll walk you down here, when you look at it from this angle, you can see where all the new grass is coming in, and it is thin, but you know, it looks a lot better than it did before. This will definitely be a good base to build off in the fall when we do a lot of leveling, put in some more compost and sand. But anything looks better than what it looked like before when we first moved in here. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty happy with the way this turned out back here. So I think the little reel mower is a hit. Can't wait till it's stable enough for me to get my real reel mower, my Greensmaster 1000, which I definitely love that thing. And I'm so ready to start using it again because I haven't been able to use it for the last several months. I don't have any grass that it's going to be able to cut well on, so this Perennial Ryegrass should do the trick. In the fall, when we renovate the front with Perennial Ryegrass and Kentucky Bluegrass, we should be in really, really good shape. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed this little video, a little review of what I did. And again, I was a little chicken about showing you guys what I was doing back here to fix those divots, but obviously it worked out, and so it's looking good. It's not perfect, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, and it's setting us up for a good base for the fall when we redo it all again. We're not gonna tear anything up back here. We're just gonna top dress it with compost and sand, and then reseed again with more Perennial Ryegrass. But I think I'm gonna do that RPR that everybody's just raving about, and because it's got the rhizomes and it acts a lot like Kentucky Bluegrass and Bermuda grass, where it actually has the rhizomes that will allow it to spread and self-heal. So I think that's the direction we're gonna go in the fall. But for now, no more seed. It's July. Shouldn't have been doing it anyway. I'm not recommending anybody do this. Please don't, unless you want to go through a lot of heartache and pain. This is not something I recommend. It works for me because I've got two things going for me. I've got the shade, tons and tons of shade, as you can tell. And number two, I've got irrigation. So I'm constantly watering this when it's not raining. That's the only way that this works when you see this late in the season. So with all that, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet and I've earned your subscription, then please do that. And if you want to be notified of future videos, don't forget to hit that bell. Have a great rest of your 4th of July weekend. You know, I just love this country. My parents are immigrants and I was born here, and I just love everything that it has provided for me and my family and continues to provide. So I hope you guys have a great and blessed 4th of July, and we will see you all on the next one. Have a great week, everybody, and we will talk to you soon.